to introduce Andy Carney.
So, like most things in college, I saved the writing of this speech for the absolute last minute, partially because I'm a chronic procrastinator, and also because I knew how easy it was going to be to put into words the thoughts and feelings I've had about this program over the last 4 years. So, I want to begin by going all the way back to the beginning, the very beginning, when I got accepted to Boston College, and especially the honors program. Probably like many of you, I knew absolutely nothing about this program when I got started. And then coming to campus and spending 3 hours with Evan Gibney definitely changed that. It introduced me to this thriving community, all the opportunities and connections that could be made in it. And I was pretty sure that I was coming to Boston College at that point. My parents were not so sure. But after coming back for Accepted Students Day, having a meeting with Dean Sullivan, sitting down and seeing all the internships and job offers that everyone coming out of the honors program got, BC was somehow more affordable. Then came orientation, where we met a handful of our future classmates. Shout out to Kira and Naro, who I met at orientation 1. And we were sucked away to this secret-sounding secret room somewhere in the bowels of Fulton Hall. And to my surprise, and probably to many of yours, the secret room was actually just a windowless, sometimes smelly conference room with about a dozen mismatched chairs. But it was a home. And it was definitely part cult and definitely part frat, but it was still a home at the end of the day. Then came the dreaded roommate selection process. And I saw a post in the Accepted Student Facebook group from some kid named Simon from Walpole, Mass. And he said that he was going into the CSOM Honors program as well. And that's a weird brag, but I'm appreciative. So I mustered all of my courage into this most genuine and authentic Facebook message I could possibly muster, and said, and I quote, "Hey Simon, I just saw your post in the group, so I figured I should send you a message. I'm going into CSOM Honors as well. I'm a big sports fan, Mets, Knicks, and Cowboys, and I'm not a huge party animal either. I plan on doing a lot of intramurals, especially baseball, which is not an intramural. Do you have any plans for a roommate next year?" And all I can say is thank you, Simon, for your willingness to befriend and live with that awkward child. So anyway, that was my first friendship that out of the countless ones I've made because of this program, and it's the first memory I have as a real honors program student here on campus. Since then, HP has shaped my BC experience in ways I couldn't have possibly imagined. I think back to freshman year in computers and management with Professor Gibbs, where he had us all dress up in flannel, and TJ dressed up as Professor Gibbs. I think back to adding some new friends, so shout out to Jay, Jack, Gabby, and Noah. We also lost some friends to other schools, so pour one out for Luke and Sammy. But again, those relationships just come and go, and it was amazing. I also remember sophomore year, when we learned that it's always a great day to be an Eagle. And we dragged ourselves out of bed, Professor Barry's 9 a.m. basic finance class, where we learned who would and who would not make it as a finance major. I have mixed feelings about junior year for sure, where we lost some of us for 6 months, some of us gone for the entire year. But as the saying goes, distance does make the heart grow fonder. And seeing so many of you fly off to destinations around the world and sharing your experiences with us added so much to the community, to our conversations. And skydiving in Switzerland was also pretty cool. So thanks, Hannah, for that one. Then came senior year, which definitely brought the highest of highs and the lowest of lows in what was otherwise a year of celebration and community, where we definitely put those 10 mods to really good use. We were also met with a great deal of adversity. And hearing the news that the honors program would be phased out at the end of the class of 2021 was certainly not fun for anyone, myself included, but it also helped me to understand just how profound an impact this program has had on so many people. And it also brought me closer to the other officers of the program, so Jason, Chandler, Gabby. All of us selflessly dropped everything we were doing for multiple weeks on end to make sure we could deal with the situation at hand. And I absolutely needed to acknowledge the three of you separately, because without your support, wisdom, and friendship, I genuinely do not know how I would have made it through senior year. So thank you all. As many of you know, we undertook an effort in the fall to preserve the honors program in whatever capacity we possibly could. And an immense part of this was the collection of letters written by students, parents, grandparents, faculty, staff, alumni, that not only communicated your feelings to the administration, but gave us the drive we needed to keep the process going and keep fighting for a cause that so many people so devoutly believed in. I want to thank all of you that supported us in any way, shape, or form in that effort. Though the honors program will end with the class of 2021, I am extremely proud of the creation of the Fulton Leadership Society, a new organization built from scratch by the members of this program that will continue to carry on the legacy of 60+ years of honors program tradition. I want to thank all the parents in the room, more specifically, for the sacrifices you made to send your children here. Providing all of us with educational opportunities from the time we were born set us up for success in this place, and the financial or proximity to your kids sacrifices that you made definitely do not go unnoticed. So thank you all. And especially to my mom and dad, I know this is especially true. UConn looked really good there for a while, but I'm hoping that after 4 years here, this looks even better.
Absolutely.
Next, a big thank you to Dean Sullivan, who has been here through all the ups and downs and for all of us over the last 4 years. As many of you know, I have my qualms with many parts of BC, not least of which is the accessibility of the important people on this campus. Dean Sullivan is the gold standard, both for being an important person and for accessibility. I can't even begin to count the number of times I ran up to 315G with God knows what on my mind, and every single time I found an open door, an inviting smile, and a wealth of knowledge, advice, and just grace. So gratitude doesn't even come close to describing the way we all feel about you, but that's where I can leave it for now. So thank you, Dean Sullivan. And then finally to my classmates. Thank you for everything you've given to me, to this program, to this campus. I consider myself unbelievably lucky to have gotten to know each and every single one of you over the last 4 years. And I know that this campus has been made better because all of you are on it. It's definitely a challenge to put into words just how I felt all about you, but I think this quote from Marina Keegan's essay, The Opposite of Loneliness, does a really good job. And I quote, "There's no definition for the opposite of loneliness. It's not quite love, and it's not quite community. It's just this feeling that there are people, an abundance of people, who are in this together. We are on your team. When the check is paid and you stay at the table, when it's 4 a.m. and no one goes to bed, that night with the guitar, that night we can't remember, those nights we can't remember. That time we did, we went, we saw, we laughed, and we felt. This feeling right now in this room is the opposite of loneliness. It's a feeling I felt countless times over the last 4 years. And while I've already expressed my gratitude for so many other things, this is what I am most grateful for you all. I want to finish by recounting one experience that best encapsulates my time at BC and especially in the honors program. It was the night of November 16th, 2015, when a sizable group of us took over the 4th floor of 66. The stated purpose was to finish our business law research papers, but I distinctly remember laughing, crying, dancing, singing, watching the sunrise, and then going to lower at 7 in the morning for breakfast with those who made it through the entire night. The papers got done. Don't worry, parents, we are honor students, however. But I don't remember a single word of what I wrote in my paper. What I do remember was how beautiful the sunrise was and how much I cherished the people I got to share it with. And now, seniors, as we head into our final BC Sunrise tonight, I want you all to think about the many sunrises we have shared here, the new days, new friendships, new opportunities that make this program and this place so special. I know that when I watch that sunrise tonight, it's all of you that I'll be thinking of. Thank you. So now, I just want to say, first of all, thank you to Hannah Say for putting this together. I acknowledged Dean Sullivan in the speech a little bit, but we felt that the entire class needed to put something together just to express our gratitude even more, because again, Dean Sullivan has been there for us since before we even got to BC, at orientation, holding our hand through picking classes the first time and through all our trials and tribulations. So yeah, Hannah Say worked tirelessly over the last couple of weeks to get everything together, even going so far as to bring materials to commencement ball last night to make sure everything got done on time, and we have this. So